Guys, here's how the tone of the fire alarm has changed over the years. Before 1996, fire alarms had a constant sound for evacuation. And then now the NFPA says fire alarms must do a temporal code-free cycle for fire evacuation. And it is, I heard it many times, it is eh. I heard that alarm tone many times when there were drills in my school. In elementary school, the alarm was because the alarm system that used to be in our elementary school was installed before the regulation of temporal free coding for fire alarm evacuation came into play. So that's why they used a constant tone in that school for the alarm. But today, every fire alarm system installed in a new building, or if you're renovating an old building, must sound like this. So it can meet the requirements set by the NFPA. Every school fire alarm had the same code-free sound effect, except during my elementary years, because that alarm system was installed before this regulation came in effect. And then when that school was renovated, they put in the new alarms and now are temporal. That is why our elementary school alarm used a constant tone for evacuation. Kindergarten fire drills sounded like this. Now, here in my senior year in high school, fire drills sound like this. I do like the alarm of today compared to the alarm of back then. Many students in that elementary school didn't like the constant alarm tone during the drills. It hurted a lot of ears. And the teachers had to yell at the students to get in an orderly line. They have to talk. They have to yell so the students could hear the teachers over the blaring alarm throughout the building. And I was definitely taken outside before the drills back then with those alarm systems. Because when that thing went off, it scared me. Yeah. I did not like that alarm system back during my elementary years. I didn't like the alarm system in that building back then. Yeah, I didn't like the alarm system in my elementary school building. And that's why I was scared of drills back then, because of how the alarm system was. Because when that thing went off, it was not the eh, 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 of alarm systems in buildings today. It was and that scared me. And it almost burst out my ears during drills back then. I mean, and just glad I don't have to deal with the constant alarm sound during drills anymore. Compared to back in my elementary years. I mean, I mean, I was nervous about drills during elementary school. Like, my teacher really needed to tell me back then when there was going to be a drill. And they did. Because I knew what the alarm system was set up like. I mean, I mean, autism and fire drills don't mix. I have had a fear of these drills since I started doing them. And from kindergarten to part of 5th grade, the thought of having a drill really gave me an anxiety attack because the alarm was a steady tone. And I was worried that my ears would pop as soon as that thing went off. I mean, I was thankful that my teachers took me outside before drills during my elementary years. Because if that thing went off out of nowhere, then I would have been scared. If that alarm went off out of nowhere, I would have been scared. I've been scared that I've had a bad day in school when drills would happen. I mean, yeah, because elementary schoolers were sensitive to that alarm. They are. Once we get to high school, we become less. We have less fear of the alarm at this age range, but special education students, their fear of the alarm is the same as in high school as it was in elementary school. For regular students, they now gone over their fear of the alarm. I mean, all of us had a fear of the alarm when we were little kids because we never heard an alarm like that before. I mean, the first time I heard a fire alarm in a school go off, I covered my ears because it was really loud because I never heard that fire alarm before. I mean, I was nervous hearing that thing for the first time. And now I have heard a school fire alarm for many years right now. Now I'm more used to the sound of the alarm and I know what to do when it goes off and my fear of the alarm has diminished greatly. I still am afraid of it going off now, but not as bad. But my fear of the alarm is not as bad as it was back in my elementary school years or preschool years. But I still have anxiety over the alarm going off. I mean, I can't focus in class once we hit a new month during the school year still because I am worried that that alarm is going to go off for a drill. I mean, I stare at the alarm once we hit a new month during the school year. I stare at the alarm and I'm saying, is it going to go off? Yeah, I'm nervous of that alarm going off still. Even though even though I heard even though I heard the even though I heard that darn thing for thousands of times, even though I heard that thing for many years, I still have a fear of it going off because I'm autistic. And luckily, during the last drill, I was already outside when the alarm went off. I mean, special needs students will be taken outside before fire drills in schools, so the alarm won't scare them when it goes off. I mean, horn strobes in schools are a serious problem for people, for students that have a fear of the fire alarm. Special education students would absolutely want horn strobes to be banned from schools and have voice evacuation instead of these ear piercingly loud horn strobes that I grew up with in my school. Every school I went to used horn strobes for the fire alarm. And that's why I was scared of these drills. Not only me having autism, but the alarm was a horn strobe. I mean, if there was a voice evacuation system in the schools I went to, I would have liked fire drills much better. But I don't like them because of the horn strobe. The horn strobe absolutely scares me when it goes off. And it burned out students' eardrums. Horn strobes are bad for your ears. Are really bad. I mean, what if you're sitting underneath the fire alarm and they do a drill? Well, there goes your hearing for no reason, all because of some drill. I mean, these drills cause serious problems to your ears, they cause serious problems to your body. Yeah, we need these drills for safety, but these drills really give special needs students an anxiety attack. I mean, these drills cause serious problems, especially to the special education students. I mean, going through school safety drills, like fire drills, is tough for students with special needs. With fire drills, you have the crowded hallways, you have the blaring alarm, and you have the teachers yelling at the kids, get in a single file line and all that. I mean, these drills really give special needs students an anxiety attack. I mean, we should not be having these drills in middle school or high school. Because once we get to that point, we already know what to do when there is a fire in the school. We exactly know what to do as soon as that alarm goes off. I mean, if the alarm goes off without even one drill, we will already know what to do, so you don't have to do the drill, period. Leave these drills for preschool and elementary school, but once we get to middle school and high school, we need to stop with these drills. All these drills do is scare people for no reason and waste learning time for no reason. And these drills will land you out into the cold, weather, rain, or any bad weather out there for no reason, all because it's a drill. Yeah, if there were an actual fire, you will stand out in the bad weather and you'll be prepared to stand out in horrible weather conditions for a while. If there's an actual fire, I get that, but standing out there in bad weather all because it's just a drill. Like, come on. I mean, do the drills on nice days. I mean, how many times have schools done drills when it was so cold outside? I mean, some schools in the north, below zero, and they still do a drill. Yeah, you have to do these drills for safety, but come on, below zero, wait until it warms up. The reason why they're doing drills in below zero weather is because That's when fires are most likely to happen, because when it's below zero outside, people are trying to do whatever they can to stay warm. They're using space heaters and stuff like that, and if people aren't careful, they can burn their homes down. I mean, the chances for fires can go up in sub-zero temperatures because of the way people heat homes. People are not careful. People place the space heater too close to the couch, the furniture, too close to bedding, clothing, and all that. People leave the space heater unattended. People plug the space heater into an extension cord or power strip. They're not careful with their fireplaces. I mean, they're careless when it comes to their heating equipment. They're doing whatever they can to stay warm. I know that. But you need to do it safely. I mean, that's why fire departments across this country are warning everybody to use their heaters carefully, trying to stay warm in extreme cold. I mean, every time there's an extreme cold weather outbreak, fire departments post, how can you stay safe when using space heaters? I mean, the bitter cold outside means we are trying to find ways to stay warm inside. And a space heater is a great way to keep you warm, but without proper precaution, it can be dangerous. I mean, every time that those temperatures hit outside and people are trying to stay warm in the house, we see tragedies. Not good. So people need to be careful when using alternate sources of heat, just in case the furnace in the house goes out, or if they lose power. I mean, if the power goes out, carbon monoxide poisoning in the winter is serious. Because people are bringing in generators, barbecues, and stuff like that. People are heating their homes with a gas stove or oven. I mean, the way people heat homes in the winter, they need to watch out. I mean, yeah, we need to find ways we can to stay warm, but if we don't take proper care of our heating systems, then it can be dangerous. Especially furnaces, gas furnaces. If something goes wrong with a gas furnace or oil furnace, carbon monoxide poisoning. So this is why you need to have a carbon monoxide detector, especially in houses like this that has a gas furnace in the basement. Bye.